That's 14 carats, girl. You promise not to hit her again?
Madea.
What?
What are you talking? How you gonna...
Hell, he could hit me for this job. I'll be Tina Turner.
You ready for my wedding?
I only go to church for 2 reasons, weddings and funerals. Wonder what I'm dressed for today. I got some hot grits over there on the stove. Lisa, why don't you give Carlos some?
Today on Watch Fix, we're doing a full Madea-style deep dive. We're breaking down Madea's Family Reunion, the play versus the movie, looking at the story, the characters, and, most importantly, which version is better.
Look at that one more eye. Let me see your eye, baby.
Look, I ain't gonna say
Take them glasses off.
Look at the eye.
What happened to your face? Wait a minute.
What happened to your eye, girl? What happened to your eye, girl?
Oh, that is terrible, Madea. Look at that.
Did he hit you, girl? He hit you, girl?
It didn't hurt.
He just gets so angry. Is he hitting you?
Oh, hell no, Madea. No.
Let's start by looking at the characters, because this is where Madea's Family Reunion really shows its biggest differences between the play and the movie. Across both versions, the only characters that truly stay consistent are Madea and Lisa. Once you move past them, some of the other characters serve the same purpose in the story, but they are renamed and written in noticeably different ways. Take Lisa's mother, for example. In the play, her name is Cora, while in the movie, she becomes Victoria. Both women fill the role of the mother, but their personalities couldn't be more opposite. Cora is humble, soft-spoken, and deeply God-fearing. She's a woman who has endured a lot, but still leads with faith and compassion.
Tina, behave. That's no way to act. That's your own sister. It is.
You're sure doing a lot for her. When I got married, all I got was a pair of shoes.
That's all I could afford.
Victoria, on the other hand, is bougie, status-obsessed, and overbearing. She's a gold digger who prioritizes wealth and appearances above everything else, including her own daughter's well-being.
Why are you trying to make her think that this is about her? You know you've been living off her trust fund all these years, and now that it's almost gone, you need a new source.
You are so wicked. You're gonna rot in hell. I vacation there.
Another major distinction is how the mothers respond. Cora didn't know about the abuse in the play. She only sensed something wasn't right and hoped her daughter was truly happy. Victoria, however, is fully aware of Carlos's abuse and still pressures Lisa to go through with the wedding because of money and status. That difference alone completely changes how the story feels.
Damn, let's talk about you and that man.
So what do you think of him?
He seems real nice, but what matters is that you're happy.
I am, Mama.
Well, good. So tell me what the man does for you, baby.
Look at these pictures. This is his house. He bought me a Mercedes. Mama, you should come visit. What, Mama?
Well, you talking about all this material stuff. I want to know what the man does for you, baby. But if you want to know where your heart is, ask yourself that question. And if you want to know where that man's heart is, ask him what you do for him.
He hits me.
But you must stop doing what you're doing to make him angry.
Mom, listen. You listen. Be a good wife. Do what the man says, and you won't have any problems.
The sisters also follow a similar pattern with very different executions. In the play, we have Tina, while in the movie, she's reimagined as Vanessa. Tina is portrayed as a troubled, irresponsible single mother struggling with addiction. She has one child that she doesn't prioritize and openly resents her mother, believing Cora knew for years that she was being abused by their father and chose to stay silent. When Tina finally confronts her, Cora reveals she did not know about the abuse until that moment. This revelation becomes one of the play's most emotionally heavy scenes.
That's why you can't deal with it, Mama.
What?
You got too much guilt.
No, what?
Come on, Mama. You know Daddy used to rough.
God knows I have tried to help you. I'm not going to let you do this to me. You're not going to talk about your late father like that.
Mama, she's telling the truth. She's telling the truth, Mama.
Why didn't somebody tell me something? Why didn't one of y'all say something? I would have done anything for you. Don't you know I love you?
Vanessa's storyline in the movie is more controlled and polished. She's a strong, independent, single mother of two who is extremely protective of her children, largely because of her own childhood trauma. Like Tina, Vanessa blames her mother, but in this case, Victoria did know about the abuse and chose to ignore it. Victoria justifies her actions by saying she feared financial ruin and was exhausted from a lifetime of struggle, even revealing that her own upbringing was far worse. This makes Vanessa's resentment feel deeply rooted and unresolved.
And she let him come in and rape me.
That is not true.
Yes, it is true. And you're gonna tell her. He would have walked out on us and left us destitute. You should be happy. You were able to save our family.
Another key difference is how each sister relates to Lisa. In the play, Tina and Lisa don't get along. Tina constantly feels compared to Lisa, the good daughter who did everything right, while she's labeled as the disappointment. In the movie, Vanessa is actually protective of Lisa, especially once she finds out that Lisa is being mistreated by her fiancé Carlos. That bond adds emotional depth that the play intentionally avoids.
Look at all this stuff y'all doing for Lisa. I mess up one time and y'all hold it against me for the rest of my life.
Promise me you are not gonna say anything.
What's going on?
We have a friend, and her husband is beating her, and we would just like to know what we should do.
Before or after his funeral?
Lisa herself is portrayed similarly in both versions. She's the favored daughter who's engaged to a man who is secretly abusive. In the play, Lisa is engaged to Ronnie, but she still has lingering feelings for her old flame, AJ. That emotional conflict plays a big role in her story. In the movie, her fiancé is Carlos, and this is where the film really goes deeper. The movie spends more time showing his controlling and abusive behavior, allowing us to see the relationship unfold in real time. How Lisa is mistreated, how it affects her emotionally, and eventually how she finds the strength to stand up for herself and fight back.
But I bet you understand now, don't you? What? I can't hear you. Get your butt in that house.
Just do it now. Just hit me so all your friends can see what kind of a man you really are.
You to provoke me, don't you? Why do you insist on doing things the hard way?
And then there's Madea herself. In the play, Madea leans heavily into humor, even during the most serious moments. When the family finds out Lisa is being abused, Madea doesn't really shift gears. She continues to prioritize jokes and comedic relief over direct confrontation. Overall, Madea doesn't take much seriously in the play, and her role is mostly about keeping the audience laughing. In the movie, Madea is written very differently. She takes on a more authoritative and protective role. Instead of just cracking jokes, she gives Lisa direct advice and literally tells her how to stand up for herself. Movie Madea becomes more of a guide, someone who pushes Lisa towards strength, accountability, and self-respect.
I'm gonna tell you this, can't nobody help your friend until she want to get help. You can want all your life to help somebody, but if they don't want to get help, it ain't gonna happen. You listen to me. When you get tired of a man hitting on you, honey, ain't nothing you can do but cook breakfast for her.
Look, baby, I got something for you.
What the hell you got for her? You gonna walk up here think you can buy her?
That's right.
Ooh.
What?
That's 14 carats, girl. You promise not to hit her again?
Madea.
Why?
What are you talking? How you gonna...
Hell, he could hit me for this, child. I'll be Tina Turner. I'm just playing, girl. That's for you. Come here, boy. Let me talk to you. Yeah, she told us. Come here, let me talk to you. When I say come here, you supposed to move. You understand me? Is that a defensive posture you got? What the hell? What you say? What you say? Hit me. Come on, hit me. I dare you. Hit me, I dare you.
Some entire characters and storylines exist in only one version. In the play, we meet Kevin and Jackie, a couple struggling to stay together after Kevin's release from prison. Their storyline brings some of the strongest lessons in the stage version, especially Jackie choosing loyalty and love over financial security.
And you You're too good for him, honey. Come on.
Let me tell you something. That is my husband, okay? I'm going to keep on praying for him. I'm going to keep on encouraging him. I'm going to stand beside him. God has blessed me with a good man. I've been praying for a long time for a man like that.
Well, honey, you should be careful what you pray for, because you should have prayed for a man with a job.
We also get Mr. Brown, whose scenes with Madea are comedy gold, and arguably some of the funniest moments in the entire play.
Brown, what is you doing?
I'm bow-legged. Don't I look bow-legged? That's how you look when you're bow-legged. You walk like that when you're bow-legged.
That ain't sexy, that's nasty.
Man, but I think you're jealous of me.
Jealous of what, Brown?
Like you don't know.
The movie, however, replaces those elements with the storyline of Nikki Grady. Nikki is a troubled teenager who ends up in Madea's care after Judge Maybelline orders Madea to foster her as a consequence of violating the terms of her house arrest. Nikki's background is rough: an absent father, an incarcerated mother, and a system that failed her repeatedly. At first, she and Madea clash, but over time, Madea pushes Nikki to rise above her circumstances. With structure and support, Nikki begins to change, making this one of the movie's strongest additions.
No grown person, and stop popping that gum.
You don't tell me what to do.
Madea.
Brian, you better get her. She don't know who the hell she's talking to.
The film also introduces Brian, Madea's nephew and lawyer, whose main role is keeping Madea out of jail, and Joe, who adds pure, unapologetic comedy and chaos.
Hey, Brian. Hey, Tiffany, how you doing?
Daddy, this is not my daughter.
Oh, well, here, they all look alike to me. Who is for?
Madea is a new foster mother. You're gonna have a house guest.
Take it back. We don't want it. Returns to sender. That child ain't staying here.
Now let's talk about the story itself. At its core, the play and the movie tell the same story. Two sisters living very different lives. One is in an abusive relationship, and the other is carrying deep emotional scars from childhood trauma. The play leans more into multiple life lessons through side stories like Kevin and Jackie, emphasizing loyalty, faith, and endurance. The movie narrows its focus, using Mickey's transformation and Lisa's journey to highlight self-worth and breaking cycles of abuse.
Yeah, you look lovely.
The ending is where the two versions begin to slightly separate. Not entirely, but enough to change the impact. In the play, even after it comes out that Ronnie has been mistreating Lisa, she still makes it all the way to the altar. What really stands out is that neither her mother Cora, nor her grandmother Madea, nor any of the other women truly sits down with her afterward to fully address what's going on or offer meaningful guidance. Even Madea, who usually has that signature moment where she pauses the chaos, sits someone down, and delivers real, grounding advice, doesn't really step into that role here. Instead, once it's revealed at the altar that there's no prenup, Madea almost becomes more encouraging of the marriage. It isn't until AJ, Lisa's ex, interrupts the ceremony that Lisa finally changes course. He convinces Lisa not to go through with the wedding, and she chooses him instead of Ronnie.
Your lawfully wedded wife.
I do.
He said I do, that's half the battle. You ain't got no prenup, do you? You ain't got no you got a prenup? Oh, get him, girl. Get him. Shh, I'm harsh.
Are you finished?
Yeah, you ain't got no prenup. Hell yeah, I'm finna be quiet.
And Lisa, do you take Ronnie to be your lawfully wedded husband?
Get the money.
In the movie, the outcome follows a similar emotional direction, but is handled differently. After learning the full truth, Madea advises Lisa to stand up for herself. Lisa takes control, exposes Carlos publicly, calls off the wedding, and walks away on her own terms. The story then shifts to Vanessa, who ends up marrying Frankie. At the same time, we also see Vanessa and Victoria take a step toward reconciliation, showing growth, accountability, and healing, giving the movie a slightly different emotional close.
I got some hot grits over there on the stove. Lisa, why don't you give Carlos some? They hot.
So which version do you prefer? Honestly, both versions are strong, but they serve different purposes. The play leans into raw humor and fast-paced jokes, using comedy to push its lessons forward. The movie takes a different approach. It slows the story down, gives the characters more room to breathe, and spends more time unpacking the emotional weight of what they're going through. Because of that, certain moments land with more depth and feel more resolved than they do in the play. And that wraps up my deep dive into Madea's Family Reunion, the play versus the movie. Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit the like button if you enjoyed this breakdown, and make sure you're subscribed for more Madea deep dives, comparisons, and Watch Fix content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.